Okay, so we are back at it. As in my previous video, you saw me replace a bunch of the parts in my Nautilus P1 with brass, and my emphasis in that video was on brass. And I didn't have access to these 90s. None of the Home Depots, Lowe's, or other places that sold Apollo fittings, which is where this is from. This is a Apollo half-inch to half-inch FNPT female swivel adapter, and then you have the 90, which is the 90-degree swivel adapter. So this is what it looks like out of the bag. As you can see here, it has a much better rubber seal in it and a much better flare there leading into the pipe, the fitting. This is an NPPT, what they call a FNPT fitting. You don't need to use pipe tape for these. This is the old fitting, and it's just got this kind of really, I don't know, it falls out of there when you don't want it to fall right out. Anyway, it's more of a silicone based rubber, and this is going to give I'm going to give a plug out to Ryan at I believe it's My RV. Anyway, he's an RV guy. I'm going to apologize to him in advance for butchering his name of his site on his posts. Anyway, Grid Tech is a company my wife found on Amazon that carries these PEX to barbed fitting brass connectors that he referred to in one of his repair videos for plumbing. We managed to find these and order some, so I've got, I don't know, 6 of them here somewhere all together. There's the other two. Anyway, yeah, but these are what I'm going to use to go between sections of the pipe that go from PEX to this type of flex pipe, which in this use case is not going to happen because of where it's at and what they're doing with it. But anyway, I'm going to cut this short. This is what the replacement parts look like. This is why I'm going to them, and a little bit of history on since the last repair. Since the last repair, I tightened all these by hand really tight before I put it all back inside and started using it again. Over time, they have either came loose or the seal has gotten weak, and I'm now going to just go ahead and go full bore and replace them all with brass because this seals up way better. Another point real quick while I've got you here, this is an 18.5 millimeter ring, PEX ring. These came separate. I had to buy these. I want to say I found these on Amazon as well. And these actually go over this piping here far better, far easier than the standard size PEX. Well, in this case, it's going to make me a liar. But anyway, these are different sizes, and for going over this flex pipe in most use cases, you're going to need this larger diameter to accommodate it. All right, so here's the aftermath of what's left over. As you can see, this is the old seals that I pointed out in the other video that I did, and this is the fittings. Some of these seals literally just fell out on their own without any provocation. Literally just fell right out of there. So far, the repairs are holding up as good as could be expected. Everything is back together and functioning properly. As you can see everywhere here, there's All my 90s are now brass. All my fittings where the threads go onto the valve body, all those fittings are brass and all have rubber seals. So everything so far, knock on wood, is good. We have our little detector here, which is what prevented us from having a tremendous blowout or anything like that. A little bit of water gets on that thing and it screams at you. So those are well worth the money that they cost. Can't say enough good things about those. I yet have not needed to use this. There are some places in here that I will be doing these eventually, but in the specific application of changing all this stuff out, there wasn't anywhere that I could use one of these PEX to barb fittings. But these will be gold in the future. But as you can see here, I keep quite a bit of this stuff on hand just in case there are any emergencies. Got a bunch of different types of fittings here, and the rings, but that's it. That's what's left over, and that's how it turned out. Everything works great. All right, so it's been about a week since I did my repairs. This is our water detector here. I have it taped down with some duct tape to keep it in place, but it works really good. It's warned us about any potential issues we might have way earlier than you would expect. So with the times it's went off, we barely had a little tiny puddle of water like right here. Since putting in all the brass fittings everywhere, I haven't had any problems yet, knock on wood. I kind of left this whole area open just in case I did have a problem. I could get in here quickly and get to it, and get my hands on any of these twist knobs here to tighten things down. But I went pretty hard on them, putting them together, so they're working really good. So far, so good.